Hello, everyone. I'm Sibyl Star, and today we have another episode in the series of Meet Your Star Nation Relatives. Today, we're going to be meeting the beings from the Andromeda Galaxy and the Andromeda Constellation. And as we are in the ascension process known as the Great Shift, our consciousness is opening and expanding, and with that comes a remembering that we are multidimensional beings and having an experience of separation from source. But the true reality is that we have never left. And our experience is that of being an aspect or a fractal of the one. Part of the 3D reality experience is to forget. But now is the time of remembering who we are. And as we do, we awaken to our true divine nature. And remember that we are multidimensional beings having experiences in different realities and different dimensions. And we're starting to pull that all together. And that we have families in other star nations as well as a starseed lineage. There has been a quarantine on Earth that has prevented our star nation relatives from having direct contact with us. But that quarantine has been lifted, and it is now time to once again meet our cosmic cousins, or to re-meet them. Our star nation relatives need them to remember them, as they are here to help us with this shift in consciousness as we rejoin the cosmic collective. All right. And Bashar says that 2024 begins a year of a 10-year window of open contact, and that we must elevate our own consciousness so we can meet them in their resonant field. So anyway, let us begin. So here we are. I'm gonna take myself out here. All right. So meet your star nation relatives, the Andromedans. And I want to just bring up that they vibrate to the color turquoise. So anyways, beautiful beings. So the Andromeda Constellation consists of 16 visible stars in the northern sky, named by the ancient Greeks after the mythological Andromeda priestess. The constellation contains the Andromeda Galaxy, the nearest full-fledged galaxy to our own Milky Way. And here it is. Here's the Andromeda Galaxy. Here is the stars of Andromeda. And here is how in the image of the Andromedan princess, okay? Andromeda is the 19th largest constellation in the sky, occupying an area of 722 degrees. It's among other notable deep sky objects. Andromeda Constellation contains the famous Andromeda Galaxy, Messier 31. So the Andromeda Galaxy has, all of the galaxies are called Messier, and they have a name, a number. The brightest stars in the constellation are Alpheratz, Mirage, and Almach, and they form a chain between the Great Square of Pegasus and the constellation of Perseus. So here we've got Alpheratz, okay, and here we've got Mirage, and here we've got Almach. Another one I'm going to be talking about is Tidewin, and it is right here, okay. Alpheratz, which is the brightest star in Andromeda, was considered part of Pegasus until the 1930s, when the Astronomical Union decided that it was part of Andromeda, while still being part of the Great Square of Pegasus. Some, such as Bernadette Brady, believe that it carries more of the energy of Pegasus than Andromeda, though, and should have remained part of Pegasus. In the northern hemisphere, Andromeda is best observed from August to February, while in the southern hemisphere, the visibility period is much shorter, from October to December. And in April, let's see, I think it's April 4th is when Alpheratz is in alignment with Andromeda, with it's at Aries 14, so it's in alignment with the sun. Mirage is at 0 degrees Taurus, so it's in alignment with the sun. About, what is that day? April 20th, or the day that the sun moves into um, Taurus. And then in May, and early May is when it's in alignment with Tidwin and Almach. Okay. All right. Now, the mythology of Andromeda. And here is an image because the Greeks had her chained to a rock. So placed just south of Draco and the two bears, Ursa Major and Ursa Minor is the constellation of Andromeda. The Greeks saw this constellation as the figure of a princess chained to a rock, about to be eaten by the sea monster Cetus the whale. However, before the Greeks, Andromeda was part of a royal family. Andromeda is one member of the polar royal family consisting of Cephas the king, Cassiopeia the queen, Andromeda the princess, and Perseus the prince. And those are all constellations surrounding it. Unfortunately, I've cut that off, but you can see Cassiopeia up at the top. And Perseus, I believe, is over here, and Cephas, they're all right. All these constellations are right around Andromeda. In this family, she represents the young princess who is receiving the hand of the handsome prince, Perseus, who strides toward her with his sword upright in his hand. In this way, the pair represents human fertility, the human fertility and the cycle of life in balance with the authority of the king and queen. The receptive position of a fertile virgin ready to take a suitor was later translated as a chained woman that needed to be saved by Perseus. Regardless of her chains, Andromeda is a symbol of the female desire to receive, take pleasure in a lover, and be fruitful. Okay. Now, Alpheretz, which was recently added to this constellation, is more of a highly energetic kind of a star. And it seems to me as though the story of Andromeda changed, because I feel like with Alpheretz, she can save herself. Okay. She doesn't need Perseus to come and do this, although she is receptive and she does represent the feminine receptive side. Okay. All right. So the astrology and nature of the stars of Andromeda. So the Andromeda Galaxy, the nature is beauty, magnetism, adventurous, fool archetype, fortunate, all-embracing, limitless. Alpheretz at 14 degrees 38 minutes of Aries indicates freedom from limitation. Let me go back to the Andromeda Galaxy. It's at 28 degrees 10 minutes of Aries. I forgot to say that. So anyway, Alpheretz at Aries, 14 degrees 38 minutes, and these are their locations here in 2024 when I'm recording this. Indicates freedom from limitations, enjoyment of life's gifts, independence, love of movement, speed, and sheer joy of the wind in one's hair. Mirage indicates partnership, dedication, feminine beauty, elegance, luck, strength, feminine power, intuition, the arts, and aesthetic inclinations. Tidwin at Taurus, 8 degrees 53 minutes, indicates of Taurus a spiritual warrior, passion for science, harmonizing, inspiring, and having boundaries. Almach at 14 degrees 33 minutes of Taurus indicates fairness, radiance, artistry, oracle, and being good-willed. This information came from Julia Balaz and Bernadette Brady. So we're going to talk now about the Andromeda Galaxy, okay? It is the closest galaxy to the Milky Way galaxy. The Andromeda Galaxy is called the Mother Galaxy and is the consciousness of the Divine Mother. It is said that she gave birth to the Milky Way galaxy, whose consciousness is more of that of the Divine Father. The Milky Way has a consciousness of polarity and separation so that we can evolve as souls and return to the source. It is said that eventually these two galaxies will collide and become one again. It's the same journey that each of us are on, separation and then return to the one. When the Milky Way was birthed many, many millions or even billions of years ago, some etheric beings from the Andromeda Galaxy wanted to be part of the energy here. The Andromeda Galaxy souls are bringing in the new reality. There are very few souls here on Earth from the Andromeda Galaxy, approximately 800,000 souls. Many more are from the Andromeda Constellation, who have heritage from other star nations in the Milky Way galaxy, as well as the Andromeda Galaxy. It is the souls from the Andromeda Galaxy who are bringing in the new paradigm, which is more in alignment with our true nature, which is a fluid state of integration in constant change and evolution. They teach us to create an anchor to reality based in our own consciousness rather than the outside world. True reality is more aligned with a state of pure consciousness and changes as a reflection of the observer. They are here to assist in the ascension process of Mother Earth. They do this in many ways, as they are highly sensitive, caring individuals who have much compassion and empathy. There is a desire to work with healing the physical, emotional, and psychic pains of mankind. They are also great communicators, and many are teachers, sharing spiritual wisdom to help humanity make this shift in consciousness. It is part of the spiritual awakening process and will help us learn how to travel through time and space. Those from the Andromeda Galaxy tend to take on very intense lives as they are so committed to transmuting lower vibrational energies. They respond very well to sound and all kinds of frequency and energetic healing modalities. It is believed that the star Antares has a stargate to the Andromeda Galaxy and is traveled by many souls entering and leaving the Andromeda Galaxy, or between the Milky Way and the Andromeda Galaxy. Okay. And this reference is Lisa Royal Holt. Okay. All right. This is the Andromeda Constellation. So the beings from the Andromeda constellation are very high vibrational beings. Many souls from the Andromeda Galaxy spend time in Andromeda constellation as a way to orient to the Milky Way galaxy, which is much different. Those from the Andromeda constellation are very spiritually evolved and exist from a fourth to seventh density. Many are still in group consciousness and function together for the highest good. And I love these images. I actually have this image right here. And this image is by Light Being Codes. And this image is by Bashtar. Okay. It is said that many beings from Andromeda have a light bluish skin tone. All right. So Andromedans endeavor to embrace all life with grace, dignity, and love, to share cosmic knowledge and wisdom, and to assist souls that are ready to advance into the tiers of higher universal consciousness. They speak light language, light essence language. They are also capable of holographic telepathy, using the third eye as a projector to screen their personal story for others to watch in 5D technology. And this is from Craig Campobasso in the ET Almanac. It's a great book if you're interested in learning more about different ET species. Andromedans are known to be high frequency energy healers, and it is said their starseeds brought Reiki and other forms of energy healing to Earth. They are a consciousness of divine geoharmonics, and their sacred tones serve to heal and dissolve disharmony and chaos while transforming density into light. They vibrate to the color turquoise. Some of those from Andromeda's home planet was destroyed. Which one? I don't know which star. I think it's probably more than one. Was destroyed, and they have become nomadic travelers through the Milky Way galaxy. They have very advanced technology around their ships and space travel. Their ships are biospheres that take care of all their needs. Um, there's a really great series on Gaia TV, if you have it. I think it's called Deep Space, and it's one whole season. They go through different star nations, and they have a really great one on the Andromedans, but they have one on several different ones if you want to learn a little more. Okay. This group is part of the Andromeda Council and the Galactic Federation of Worlds. They are participating in assisting with the elevation of consciousness of species from different planets and star systems when that planet is ready for ascension. They are very involved with Mother Earth now and have many beings from the Andromeda Constellation here on Mother Earth now to assist with our ascension process. In my galactic astrology group, the Andromedans were the let's say more people have an Andromedan signature than anything else. Andromeda Constellation, not as much Andromeda Galaxy. All right. All right. Some believe that our moon is actually an Andromedan biosphere that appeared after the Great Flood to help control the waters here on Mother Earth as they became unstable after the Earth was hit by an asteroid or meteor. Some indigenous elders from the Dogon tribe and other tribes say there was a time before the moon. There are many curious facts about our moon. And I listened to Greg Braden on, I had been hearing this for probably 20 years, and I didn't really believe it until I heard this. And it's that none of the other planets and their moons in our solar system uh, do not have the perfect alignment of the sun moon that we have to create an eclipse. Eclipses don't happen between other planets and their moons. And there are several other very curious facts. So anyway, not that I'm going to say I believe this is fact, that the moon is actually a biosphere, but I'm going to say there's a lot of curious things about it. And like I said, some believe it is an Andromedan biosphere. Okay. All right. Now, in the channeled work, Stellar Nation Soul Families by Beatrix Sizel and Aniko Gresco, they tell of water planets with aquatic beings in Andromeda. There are merpeople, dolphins, whales, and all kinds of aquatic life exist on these planets. Two of the stars of Andromeda are part of the dolphin soul family. And if you have a planet conjunct one of these stars, you may be part of that family, although the stellar home of the dolphins is Sirius B, and the stellar home of the whales is Spica. So the first star is Almach at 1433 of Taurus. The dolphins this is what they have channeled. The dolphins have created an island of joy here. Through the star of Almach, the dolphin beings speak to the inner child. The dolphins awaken and heal the inner child. They provide a beautiful service of healing with sound and joy. Mirage at 0 degrees 44 minutes of Taurus. The whales and dolphins here are messengers of divine love and help us align with our divine plan. Dolphins are always bearers of love and joy. This star also hosts many merpeople and other aquatic beings. I love this image. And they say the dolphins from Andromeda are silver, just like this, that they are silver beings. They are silver dolphins. Okay. All right. So these are some Andromedan starseed traits. So Andromedans are freedom seekers. They cannot, and they go to great lengths to maintain that. They cannot stand spending their days in a cubicle working for somebody else. Most Andromedans end up owning their own business or working areas center on empowering and giving control back to individuals. They are rebels. They struggle with following governmental laws and regulations. They despise corruption. They often engage in activism. They are travelers. Andromedan starseeds love to travel, and some will even choose a nomadic lifestyle. You will find them always planning their next getaway. Okay. Travel or roaming for them is a method of spiritual expansion. They are amazing judges. It's very difficult to manipulate an Andromedan. They can spot emotional manipulation and do not put up with guilt trips. They are outsiders. They have a hard time understanding how humans think. Um, so they do feel very different. Uh, Andromedans can have a lack of self-confidence. It's not always obvious to others. It is because they feel so different from everyone else, but they usually overcome it. They don't like commitments because they value freedom so much. They move around a lot. And they tend to run away to maintain their autonomy if they feel someone is too controlling. Okay. They're drawn to ancient civilizations such as Egypt and Atlantis, drawn to nature. They feel very strongly connected to nature and water. A good masculine feminine balance. They can be very inspiring because they're always trying to learn, grow, and evolve. Most Andromedans are teachers, spiritualists, artists, and freelancers. Andromedan starseeds sometimes have digestive difficulties when they come into a body, as they are not used to eating solid food. They may have food allergies and sensitivities, so it is important to have natural, organic, and easily digestible food with a high frequency. Heavily processed food does not digest well. So you may be an Andromedan starseed if you love freedom and go to great lengths to maintain that freedom. Could you be an Andromedan starseed? Well, one way to find out is to have a galactic astrology reading. This is a client who has a very strong Andromedan imprint. Her Sun and Mercury are conjunct Alpha Rats. So this is her birth chart. Let me just point it out. This is her birth chart. And these are the stars that are her planet. Some of her planets are aligned with. This is the chart, and this is a graph that shows it as it's a little easier to read here. Once again, she's got her Sun conjunct Alpha Rats, her Mercury conjunct Alpha Rats, and her midheaven conjunct Almach. Okay, so anyway, so if you would like to find out if you're an Andromedan starseed or another from another star nation, you can contact me at Sibyl Star Galactic Astrology at www.sibylstar.com. All right, blessings to all, and wishing everyone a wonderful month. All right, or year. Oh, yeah. All right. Namaste.